truth, not Butterfinger, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, right? That combination of chocolate and peanut butter, I think it's going to be in heaven. I really do. When I die, and if there's no chocolate and peanut butter in heaven, I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place. I'm going to go where that exists. Okay? And so, they got everything right except kind of the nutrition facts, right? They got the taste profile right. They got it unbelievably right. It's the second best-selling candy in the world for a reason. However, the protein to carbohydrate ratio, what's the ideal in Dr. Layman's terms? 1 to 1. 1 to 1. We call that fat burning, right? You have to have 1 gram of protein for every 1 gram of carbohydrate you have. And if you exceed that by much, you gain fat. Hence the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, right? Right? So that is a great meal we have to enjoy in a lot of moderation, not very often, or we get the problem that America faces. However, we've solved that problem at Cubana by getting the taste profile right on and the protein to carb ratio right on. And it's unbelievable. So there's categories of snacks. Well, one of the categories is just pure evil. The other is less evil. Then you have a healthy snack. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have a metabolic snack. One that actually enhances your health. Nothing against Reese's because I eat them. They're over here. Right? There's snacks that fall in the middle that aren't going to hurt you, aren't going to help you metabolically. Right? They're kind of just in the middle. Then there's snacks that actually change your metabolic function for the day. And that's what this snack does. It has a metabolic profile that, what do? When we take enough protein, we induce protein synthesis. It turns on muscle building. We're building muscle throughout the day. Muscle needs fat. It burns fat right out of our midsection. So now you can have, tell me there's not a market for this product. A freaking Reese's Peanut Butter Cup that burns fat. Trust me, this is unbelievable. Now, speaking of moderation, people, if you eat 7 of these in one day, you're going to be over here. I've had that happen. People will pound a shake and then they'll be like, I gained 10 pounds this week. I didn't drink a shake though. What did you eat? Well, I mean, 4,000 calorie dinners, and okay, it doesn't wipe out everything that you do. You still have to eat, right? But this is a metabolically perfect snack. The sugars and the proteins are right on. You'll notice that there's only 15 grams of protein, but we spike it with the branched chain amino acids so that you get the equivalent, the metabolic equivalent of 30 grams of protein without having to get the calories of the other 15 grams of protein and the carbs that we need to balance it out. Does that make sense? So even though there's 15 grams of protein, it gives you the metabolic equivalent of 30 grams of protein, and it does induce muscle protein synthesis. And it does burn fat throughout the day. So this is a beautiful snack. Don't eat 8 of them in one day, right? That's not your daily serving. One of these or a half of these is still the daily serving, right? So don't go crazy with them, but they are unbelievable, and we have them for you here today. If you just start pouring money on the stage, I will give you your free samples. No. We ship them in, and as a disclaimer, we're just trying to figure out how to ship a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, which is not an easy task, right? The chocolate doesn't melt. So they were on a truck, they were overnighted, the chocolate melted. I think that they're in good shape for you, but if they're a little bit, well, you'll see. We're going to work through the shipping. I think during the summer we actually have to ship them in a foil pouch with ice. I think it's going to require that. But we're going to work through those issues. They're going to be available for you to order on Monday. And we're offering free shipping for anybody in the month of June that calls in and places an order for peanut butter bars. So don't miss them. Go back to registration to get your free sample and be back right here at